morning, good evening, good day. So this module is module 2, foundational values and limited beliefs. It may take about 75 minutes to complete this particular module. If you have the paid version of this training, then you have access to Google Classroom. If you want to join the community, please let me know in the comment section, and then we can get you access. Other than that, glad to have you. Hope you get something from out of the community. Objectives: identify foundational or core values. Questions that may help clients identify core values, limited beliefs, and their effect on success, happiness, and fulfillment. Signs that limited beliefs are impeding life progress. How to help clients overcome limited beliefs. If you haven't completed module 1, you want to make sure you start there. 1 second. All right. I want to make sure the mentees got it. So this is 2.1, the introduction. So it's a new day. I was actually training last night. This training is a part of leadership development. The objective today is foundational and core values. And we're starting at 2.1. This is the introduction. Please engage in the comment section, and we're going to hop right in. Mental and emotional issues are coming to the forefront in today's world, and people are now realizing that it is not taboo. It is not taboo to ask for help with life challenges. Mental health issues have always existed, but we are now coming forward and acknowledging that we need guidance regarding the direction and quality of our lives. If that's you, welcome. Often we tend to blame others, circumstances, or look for events that happen in our lives. While it is true that circumstances, relationships, and other people do have a profound impact on our lives, life coaching helps us take responsibility for our choices, thoughts, and actions. As a life coach, you will work together with real people, their lives, challenges, and beliefs to help them restructure their lives. If you want to become a life coach, if you love helping people and you feel led down the road of coaching, let me know. I will welcome you into the community, get you the things that you need. Men are handsome. Ladies are beautiful. Good evening. Affirm yourself. Know yourself. Encourage yourself. And listen up, class. All right. Life coaching helps us take responsibility for our choices, thoughts, and actions. As a life coach, you will work together with real people, their lives, challenges, and beliefs, and help them restructure their lives in accordance with their core values. That was one of the exercises from earlier. Identify your core values. I hope you got a notebook. There are core or foundational values. These core or foundational values include the inner beliefs that a client holds about the world. This is your inner beliefs, themselves, and reality in general. Okay, this is who you are at the core. Okay, identity, knowing who you are at the core. One of the first key steps towards helping your clients is to increase their self-awareness. with regard to their core values. When you discuss core values with your client, you are referring to the aspects that are very important to them, and this list will vary from person to person. One of your first and foremost tasks as a life coach is to help your clients identify limited beliefs. What is it that's holding back your belief system? Where's the block? Self-limiting belief can and do often pose formidable obstacles to success and progress on the life path. Limiting beliefs originate from experiences and events, and we subconsciously internalize fear and insecurity surrounding them. If you are a barber, braider, or stylist in the beauty industry, let it be known in the comment section. Also, if you are here for class, let that be known that you are here and present in attendance. These beliefs drive our behavior and choices in a very subtle but powerful manner. Limiting beliefs are often hidden and lie below the surface. Therefore, they are difficult to identify. Left unresolved, such beliefs about ourselves inhibits progress and turn us into fearful individuals who are afraid to live life to its fullest potential. As a competent life coach, you can help clients identify limiting beliefs and overcome them. Do you know some limited beliefs that you're dealing with right now? If you want to share, you can definitely share in the comment section. Life coaches frequently check in on their clients and help remove stumbling blocks. Most life coaches serve to motivate their clients to help them find balance in their lives. You get a life coach, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to locate and gauge where you're at in the season that you're in and where you're trying to go. All right. Foundational core values 2.0. If you ask your clients about their foundational or core values, many would be hard pressed to explain or describe them. This is very natural because most of us are busy coping with so many things that we rarely have time to sit down and think about what is important to us. However, asking clients to make their time asking clients to take their time over this or asking the right questions can help clients identify their values. Hello. Good evening. Welcome in. Firstly, values are an integral part of every person's psyche, and they influence thoughts, behaviors, actions, reactions. When your clients live their lives according to the values that they believe in, they experience fulfillment and contentment. Your job as a life coach is to help your clients identify core values so that you can then work together in order to achieve their goals. So maybe you're asking, okay, why am I in this class again? Why am I in this training? Why is this a part of leadership development? Because a lot of people don't know why they're where they are and why they're with who they're with. So when it comes to alignment, you want to make sure that you're understanding what you're supposed to do, your role and responsibility, what whoever you're coming to get what you need from is supposed to do. If you're working together, things are going to get done. Okay, things are going to be executed. It's not going to be a whole lot of resistance like somebody is forcing you to level up and grow. You've made up your mind that you want to grow. You want to do better. You want to be better mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or what have you, business-wise, or what have you. Okay, then your coach is here to help you get these things done. And you can identify that once you know who you are, your core values, to see if they align with who you're learning from. In individuals, foundational values often determine their relationship, preference, and conflicts. If I was to be honest, I'm more of a confrontational person, meaning I'm not a drama-filled person. I like to confront the issues. A lot of people don't like to confront issues. They like to act like there's not a problem. So, how you handle conflict matters with who you're learning from. Your learning style, your ability to learn and receive things. That is important because if you want to move from one place to another, you got to know what is blocking you. And a lot of times it's our own self, our inner thoughts, our inner values. Why? What is limiting your progress? Are you your own worst nightmare? Identify these things. That is the responsibility of your coach. In order for you to reach a transformational state, you got to have somebody that's going to call you on your stinking stuff. In love. Okay? And people don't care how much you know until they know that you care. I use that saying in my business model. I pretty much live by that. I'm going to show you that I care, because what happens is when you are called to serve people, a lot of times you're serving with your feelings on your shoulders. But leaders, you can't lead bleeding on the people you're called to serve. So you got to figure out what you're going to do with these feelings, honey. Where you going to tuck them at, honey, because they got to get from right here. Yes, you still use them, but you need wisdom. You need tools. You need understanding. You need new knowledge. You need to grow. You need to heal. You need to be delivered, set free. Whatever you need. When you really need something, you should want to get it. Okay? When you really need something, you should want to get it. So I'm showing up so y'all can get what you need from me. Misalignment between our core values and our lives often result in stress and conflict. When you're aligned, things should flow. It should not be a constant stressor. It should not be a constant problem. Yes, if there are issues and problems, then those need to be addressed. But back to back to back to back, it should make you, it's a red flag. It's an alarm. Okay, what is going on? What needs to be removed? What needs to be up? Who is out of place? Who is out of pocket? Where do they need to go? Even if it's you. Why? So you can get where you need to be. Show up where you're supposed to be. One of the first tasks of a life coach is to help clients determine their foundational values. Write down your foundational values, your core values. What do you value? Very often people set goals that are not aligned with their values. Come on. Your goals should align with your value. What matters to you? Who matters to you? My children matters to me. I have 3 children that I birthed. My nieces and nephews, that matter to me too. But guess what? My children are my first priority. My children are my first priority. My godchildren. I have 2 that I am fully aware of. They matter to me. But they have parents, and in the appointed time, in the appointed season, guess what? I'll be right there and they know how to find me. You gotta know what matters. Respect matters. So that means I have to respect their parents, the timing, the pace, the season of what their parents want to do, right? Because why? Respect is one of my core values. Disrespect will not be tolerated. Everybody got a different level of grace. All of my sisterhood relationships are respectful. We give each other grace. We trust each other to do what we need to do, how we need to do it for each other. Listen, what's your goals? Values, goals, alignment. In such cases, you may not be satisfied, even when the goal is achieved, because the goal was not based on your personal values to begin with. You ever had a win and you like, it did not do anything for me. I know I won, but so what? Did it align with you, who you are at the core? That's where fulfillment comes in at. So important values are now outlined below. Some. This is just an example. Integrity. In essence, the integrity of the character describes who we are and what we stand for. It is defined as a blend of morals, ethics, and values. Okay? Integrity. morals, ethics, and values. Get the definition to those words. Use your phone. Look it up. What does it mean? One of the clearest indicators of integrity of character is doing things the correct way, simply because it is the right thing to do and not because of monetary or material considerations. Integrity is a foundational value that includes true strength of character. People with exceptional integrity of character are instinctively cut out for leadership roles. When you show up, you want to operate with integrity, doing things the right way. This is the way to do it. I'm not doing this based upon monetary or material considerations. I'm doing the right thing because the right thing needs to be done. Is the right thing to do always easy? No, it's not. No, it's not. It can be for a while, but it will be situations and circumstances that be like, well, what should I do here with this matter? Because I've never been in this situation. That's why we need wisdom. That's why we need development. That's why we need cultivation. That's why we need to know what matters to us. Accountability. Accountability. Are you accountable? Accountability. Yes, I'm a master educator, life and business coach. This refers to, y'all are actually in my classroom right now, so welcome. This refers to the act of accepting responsibility, and we are enrolling. So anybody that wants to go down a career path of barbering, need advanced training, natural hair care, braid training, I'm your girl. Okay, send them this way. Send them this way. This refers to the act of accepting responsibility for your choices and actions, high levels of accountability, prevent people from blaming other people or the government or the weather for failures and mistakes. Be accountable. Quit trying to point the finger at everybody else. What can you do? One of the most challenging traits to develop is to be accountable to ourselves. This training is going on because I told myself every time I get a chance, self, you're going to produce a digital version of this training. This training done been done before, but it needs an updated version. And I'm holding myself accountable to do it every chance I get. That is self-accountability. If you're going to be a real leaders don't have to be told what to do every waking second of the day. That's not a leader. That's a flunky. If you're going to lead and lead people and be entrusted, then lead yourself. Where are you going? Where are you headed? Where are you trying to get to? And who are you following? Because every good leader is a good follower. Oh, y'all don't hear me. Every good leader is a good follower, because if you knew what it took to be a leader, you would not mind following the right lead. You don't mind following the right lead. Once you done been in leadership, you responsible for the whole crew and everybody coming to you. No, put me somewhere where I can go to somebody else. Please give me a break. Come on. Any real leaders out there? Any real leaders? No. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Yes, I love to lead. But real leaders know how to lead from the front, the back, the middle, wherever they are assigned. Okay? We are more inclined to use they as opposed to we or I, such as they misplaced the form or they forgot to call the client. Accountability for your own growth and goals help accelerate progress on your life path. As your clients are now working with you, they become more accountable for their actions and will tend to honor their commitments to personal development. So this is a leadership training. Personal development is a prerequisite to growing as a leader, and your business and the things that you're doing, your role, your capabilities should be sharpened. Okay? Now we're going into diligence. 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 Anybody know what diligence means? Be accountable to yourself first. Diligence. Diligence means paying full attention to a specific task. Pay full attention. This thing say pay full. Pay full attention. That is my motto when it comes to the way I train. I want diligent leaders around. Pay attention. One of the things with the students, we have a motto here. Look, listen, learn. Look, listen, now you learning. Diligent. You're paying attention to a specific task and following it through to a successful conclusion. If you're here and you're trying to figure out how to get where I'm at, to be licensed, trained, developed, unstoppable. The only person that can stop me is me. With a limited belief. Not believing in what I've been called to do. Listen, pay full attention. Follow the lead. Follow the lead. Show up. Engage. Without giving up. As a life coach, one of your biggest challenges is to help your clients develop diligence. I'm going to help you be diligent because I already know you're not paying full attention. I know you're all over the place. Woo, woo, woo. I already know. You don't have to tell me about your undiagnosed ADHD. I already know. But as your life coach, we're going to develop your ability to be diligent and pay attention to a specific task. What is the assignment? Do you understand it? And that's what we need to put that focus on. The word diligence includes perseverance, determination, it looked like sensuousness. Let me see what this word is right here. Hold on. I'm coming. Conscientious. Hold on. All right. So the words that diligence includes is perseverance, determination, and this conscientious is a core personality trait defined by a strong sense of responsibility, self-discipline, and a desire to do tasks well. It reflects your ability to control impulses, organize your life, set long-term goals, and take obligations to others seriously. Listen here, I take what I'm doing very serious. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure that whatever I created 5 years ago, there's a better version of it. There's a better version of it. So I'm a diligent individual. Are you? I can't give you what I haven't got. Diligence is a core value that is often considered more powerful compared to brilliance or perfection. Leadership development, being a master educator, being a school owner, being a life coach, business coach, being a mother, being a student, being a daughter, being things to people. Listen, that don't mean you're perfect, but it's a powerful core value to have. Diligent people do not give up easily on work, relationships, or themselves or others. Now, clock that to you. You want to get with some people that got the characteristics of diligence because they're willing to put in the work for the relationship, themselves, or others. There is a balance that comes with that. But you got to learn you. Be true to you. Are you diligent? Are you persistent? Do you know how to not give up on every single thing, you little quitter spirit? Cut that mess out. Now, it's other people like myself, we got to know when to let it go. Other people like myself, we got to know when to let it go. But some people, you haven't even given it a try and you ready to quit before you even get started good. Cut that mess out. All right. So, pay full attention. Diligence. Write down. Perseverance. And determination. As well as that conscientious word hunting. All right. Now we're going to move on into discipline. And again, we're talking about foundational and core values. We're actually in, we went over the intro. We're in 2.2 right now. If y'all know someone that needs this lesson, share it. Share it. Share it while you got access. Discipline is also a core value that helps you live a richer, healthier, and more meaningful life. Discipline is simply the ability to obey the rules of governance. This could be your own internal governance. Despite being faced with the temptation to stray away from your goals, self-discipline, a powerful foundational goal, powerful foundational value, implies that you have the power to motivate and control yourself. Your clients are able to regulate their behavior, action, or conduct for the sake of personal improvement. The same value can express itself in a different way in different people. Main values are often supported by related subsidiary values. As we mentioned earlier, most of your clients may not be aware of strengths or values. A lot of people have not sat down and had the ability to identify these. So this may be your first time doing it. The following questions can help them think about themselves in those aspects and that are most important to them. All right, these are the questions. What do you think are the three greatest strengths and values? The client may not be aware of the answer to this question, but it can trigger them thinking, their thinking process. Tell me about three challenges in your life and how you overcame them. This may help your clients identify their core strengths and values. Tell me about some unusual skill that you have. This question reinforces different ways of looking at yourself. On what do you often get complimented on? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reword. Can I reword this? What do you often get complimented on? What do you love doing? If you could answer those questions, you can. Yes, English is one of the hardest languages. If you're in another language, make sure you allow it to be transformed, transmitted, transcribed in your language. Once they give you the answer, get the details, and ask for specifics. Often we may possess a lot of strength, but we may not be able to be aware of them because we have not sat down and thought about them. Today's lesson was earlier. Today's lesson was about Okay, today's lesson was about slowing down. So, in order to slow down, you got to sit down, have thoughts, allow yourself to think, process things, acknowledge the strengths and values of your clients, and summarize the overarching theme. This will help clients build up their confidence and become aware of their values. All of us have values, okay? All of us have values. Things, our strengths, all of us have weaknesses, things we're not so strong at. And it's okay. That is why we need each other. That's why community is so important. All right, so this is a 5-minute activity. Answer these questions. What do you identify as your core values or strengths? What are the values that add meaning and fulfillment to your day and to your life? What are they? All right, let me see. We're going to stop here at 2.3. Finish that exercise. If y'all want to comment in the comment section, that'll be great. If you have access to Google Classroom, you already know, submit your questions through the classroom. And we're in Module 2. We'll pick back up at 2.3, limiting beliefs. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to get ready for my 1 o'clock. Do y'all have any questions or any of those things? Thank you so much for tuning in. I know some of you will catch this on the replay. Hello. This weekend, we actually are having our grand opening. We got a few vendors coming. We're networking and blooming with the moms. Our grand opening is from 3 to 6. If you are in the Columbia, South Carolina area, let me know. We are super excited about what we have to offer here at DBI. And that has been our training for today. So we have that. If you don't know, I am the executor, the one that can help you get it done, okay? That can help you move from one setup, one situation, transition right into your next, okay? So that's it. That's all. Again, if y'all had any questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. I'm going to end this live in 12 seconds. Awesome. All right. Y'all have a good one. Until next session.